She said, "Don't touch me right now." I took that as goodbye. Now she's destroyed. It was supposed to be just another quiet night. Nothing special happened at work. No drama. No stress. I came home, tossed my keys on the counter like always. And there she was, sitting on the couch, legs crossed, scrolling through her phone like I didn't exist. No smile. No hey. Not even eye contact. I stood there for a moment, waiting, hoping for just a nod, a glance, anything. But silence said everything. So I walked past her, changed clothes, made dinner. Alone. Then sat beside her, just wanting to be close. No hidden agenda. No expectations. I just wanted to feel like I still mattered. I placed my hand on her leg, gentle, soft, more comfort than desire. She didn't even look at me. Just said, in the coldest, flattest voice, "Don't touch me right now." Not angry. Not hurt. Dismissive. Like my hand was a mosquito she was too tired to swat. I froze. Not because I was shocked, but because I'd heard that tone before. Many times. But this time it landed differently. Her words echoed through me like a door slamming shut. Not just on that night, but on months of quiet rejection, unanswered texts, dry responses, polite head nods where kisses used to be. It wasn't the first time she brushed me off, but it was the first time I felt it like a funeral bell in my chest. And I got the message. Loud and clear. I didn't argue. I didn't ask why. I just nodded. Not to her. To myself. That night, I slept alone. Same house. Same bed. But it felt like I was in a hotel room. A guest in a relationship that had quietly evicted me. And when the morning came, something had shifted inside me forever. The next morning, she acted like nothing happened. "Morning," she muttered, scrolling her phone, sipping coffee like we were two coworkers on a break. Not two people who once promised forever. I didn't respond. Not because I was angry, because I was done performing. I sat across from her at the table, studying her, not like a man in love. Like a man realizing he'd been holding on to a memory. She didn't notice. Of course she didn't. She hadn't noticed when I stopped making her breakfast. Didn't notice when I stopped texting during the day. Didn't notice when I stopped reaching for her hand during movies. Her touch had been gone for weeks. Her curiosity? Even longer. That morning, as she scrolled and I sipped coffee, I felt it hit me like gravity. This wasn't a relationship. It was cohabitation. Cold. Silent. Transactional. And I realized she hadn't said, "Don't touch me," just that one night. She'd been saying it for months. In every eye roll, every fake, "I'm tired." Every time she turned away from my affection like it was an inconvenience. So I made a decision. I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't beg. I wouldn't try to win back someone who'd already stopped playing. I wouldn't leave, not physically. Not yet. But I would vanish emotionally. Quietly. Completely. Because when someone rejects your presence, your energy, your love, you don't chase them. You retreat. You let silence answer everything. At first, she didn't notice. She thought the quiet meant I was giving her space. She thought the calm was comfort, not detachment. But silence? It's not peace when it grows like a wall between you. I stopped asking how her day was. Stopped planning dinners. Stopped folding her laundry the way she liked. I became background noise in my own home. The same way she treated me for months. She tried to test the waters. Started sitting closer on the couch. Started using that soft voice again. The one that used to melt me. But I didn't move. I didn't flinch when she wore my favorite perfume. Didn't react when she played our song while cleaning. Because now I saw it. She didn't miss me. She missed control. She missed knowing I'd always be there, even when she wasn't. One night, she finally asked, "Are you mad at me?" I looked her in the eyes and said, "No, I'm just not chasing anymore." She blinked, stunned, like she didn't recognize the man in front of her. That's because the man who used to beg, the one who'd bend and shrink himself just to get a crumb of affection, he was gone, replaced by a man who learned. When someone flinches at your love, they don't deserve your loyalty. She tried to touch my arm that night. I let her, but I didn't lean in. Because when affection becomes strategy instead of sincerity, it's already too late. Days passed. She cooked dinner, left notes on the fridge, bought my favorite snacks. A month ago, that would have meant the world to me. Now it felt like someone decorating a house they'd already burned down. She suggested a weekend trip. "Just us," she said. "Let's reset." I looked at her, and for the first time, truly saw a stranger. "I'm not in that place anymore," I told her. Tears welled up. She reached for my hand. "You don't want to fix this?" I didn't pull away. I didn't squeeze her hand either. Just said, calm and honest. "I tried. For a long time. You didn't notice then. Why now?" She had no answer. Because deep down, she knew She hadn't lost me in that moment. She lost me night after night. When I reached for her and she recoiled. When I spoke and she barely looked up. When I gave and she just watched me wither. Now she was scrambling to water a flower she'd stopped tending long ago. But I'd already grown new roots, somewhere she couldn't reach. Later that night, I packed a small bag. Not everything, just enough. The next morning, I left before she woke up. No note, no text, no speech. Just a man walking away. Not in anger, but in peace. And peace? Peace is the loudest goodbye there is.